Welcome to the Fairview Social Podcast. We are on the first episode of the new year,
2026.
And I think that this would be an appropriate place to say, we back.
We back.
We back.
Thanks for inviting me for the first one. First of the year.
Well, look, this is the way I saw it. I kind of been holding out for you because
I appreciate this.
You were number one.
Yeah.
When the podcast started in March.
Yeah. March.
Last March.
Holy crap.
And now you're number one of 2026.
It's fitting.
And it's very exciting, and I'm glad to be back. We got through all the holiday nonsense.
I know. I'm glad when he texted me, and that's why I jumped right back on. I'm like, let's do it Tuesday.
Yeah.
I knew I'd be exhausted last night, which I was.
Yeah. What were you exhausted for?
Just going back to the office.
Yeah, it's more of an emotional strain than anything.
100%. 100%.
Because it's like, you kind of get used to not being at the office it's like it was only like a week and a half. Actually,
well, for me.
For you, it's been a while.
Yeah, 30 days. I mean, I was sitting in my recliner doing work, or that I'd go over to the table, and if I had to look official. But
Did you have to put your pants on?
Most of the no, I actually had shorts on most of the time. That's funny. No, but when I would not have to be on a Teams, I would just sit on the recliner and use my mouse on the little table next to me and do my work.
Yeah. Well, you've been out for a while. You had your surgery, and we had a couple podcasts in between there.
Yeah.
We talked about you. We actually called you the night.
Yes, you did.
We called you that night because we told you that we would, and then you didn't answer the phone, just like I knew you would.
I was not in any mood, or I don't do well with anesthesia.
Yeah.
And man, I was sick as a dog.
You don't do well with any of that. You don't do well with pain medicine.
No, I didn't even take the pain medicine again. I should have sold it.
I know you should have. You should have sold it. You could have made some little money off that.
I know. Kate was mad at me because I didn't do that, and I didn't get the handicap parking spot.
Oh yeah, you definitely got to get the little handicap placard.
But they asked you that stuff before you go into surgery. Well, I don't remember leaving the hospital.
Oh really?
They should just give it to you.
Yeah.
You need it.
You got to go get it.
Right.
It's like going and getting your tags for like your vehicle.
Right. And I'm like, I guess not. But, halfway through the winter with December when holidays, and I was getting stir crazy. So I'm like, I need to go somewhere. And I mean, we came out to Fairview to go to the Walmart during the major tornado I've never seen rain so hard.
It's funny because when that happened, me and Nikki we were in Nashville because we went to this thing called the jury experience, where it's like you're sitting in the audience and you're supposed to be the jury while there's like this courtroom thing going on. So of course, like when you read it and when you hear it, you're like, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But it sucked.
Oh, shoot.
But anyway, so we were out there and it was raining and stuff. And Jack was like texting us like, are y'all okay? I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, it's really bad storms. And then I got home and there was like all these limbs that are all in the yard still. There's like half a tree in the pool. And
it was nuts. And we were in that parking lot and, there's nothing to stop. And I'm like Kate's getting mad at me. And I'm like, let's just go in. And I had to scoot in and it was just pouring rain.
Oh yeah. And you're kind of, when you don't have the mobility to get after it.
Yeah. Even though she dropped me off like right at the front, she had to get out, get the scooter out. So she's drenched. I'm drenched going in because I'm trying to go slow so I don't slip and fall, which I did.
Well, that's another reason you should take the pain medicine, because then you just don't give a shit.
No, exactly. I mean, my shoulder still is hurting. I could use the pain medicine for the shoulder.
Yeah.
Just to sleep at night. But December was it was a good it was kind of the first, I think we talked about it yesterday, kind of first time to I was talking with someone else that when I got back to Brentwood, I kind of relaxed.
Yeah.
And for years and years, you just don't do that in December.
Well, you've been wound pretty tight for, as long as I've known you, because you're overly stressed at work.
All on me, but we'll talk a little more about that off camera. But
well, yeah, I know it's the same with me. It's self-inflicted stress when there's no reason to be.
Yeah. No, that's when you kind of wish people recognize that you're your hardest critic.
Yeah.
I had to tell that to somebody here today that don't worry about me. You can't be harder on me than I am on myself.
Well, sometimes there's people that just don't care at all. And actually, there's probably a majority of the people that don't care.
Right. Because they don't know how to be in those shoes.
Yeah. And then people like you or me and a handful of people that we know that are go get them and make things happen. And are our worst critic. There's not a lot of those people. No. I just figured that's the way everybody's programmed.
Well, they should be.
As I've learned as I've gotten older, that's just not the case.
But you got to be kind of, it's like you talked about on the podcast, you kind of be set up in situations. Let me stop real quick and say Daniel's a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
And then we can move on.
Well, 2026 isn't going to keep you from saying that.
No. That was a promise to Joseph.
That was almost kind of like a paid advertisement.
That's right.
It was like you were literally in the middle of a conversation and you stopped enough just to say that.
I didn't want to not miss that opportunity.
That was pretty good.
That's funny. No, it was good. It was good to be back. Good to see people. I mean, you get stir crazy. You know it.
Yeah.
Kind of just sitting there. I mean, that's where our friend, Farrell came to be.
Yeah.
Keep you company, but.
Well, I'm glad that the surgery wasn't as abrasive as your other
I will tell you what, it is night and day from 2 years ago.
Really?
Yes.
And you do feel like your foot's better?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, outside of it right now, just getting tired.
Yeah, you're just dragging it around still,
Yeah.
but you're recovering, so
Yeah.
that's understandable.
But I mean, it's fine. I mean, I'm sleeping a little bit better from that at night. And I'm excited for what, 2 months from now will be.
Oh, yeah. And 6 months from now, you'll be running and everything else.
Well, I may not run, but walk and
you might walk swiftly.
Try to walk swiftly. Yeah, I mean, it's just the quality of life was so bad.
Yeah, I know.
It's just, and I just like you never made a big deal of it.
Yeah, you don't make a big deal of it. Well, the thing is I made a big deal of it, not so much with people outside of this household.
Right.
But like I complain about it all the time. And then I just got to the point where I'm just like, they know that it sucks.
Yeah.
And they know they can't do anything about it. So there's no point in making them feel
Exactly how I
consistently bad
feel.
about it. And I'll just eat the complaints and eat the pain and deal with it.
But I'll tell you, and I don't know the right way to put it. I mean, I feel bad in a way because, it's harder for you to fix yours, but this to have this go so well.
Yeah.
So far, it's hard to believe, truthfully.
I wish that I was given the option to do that.
I know it.
And I don't know if my injury is a lot different than yours, but
100%.
But they fused my bones together. So in order to do that, they would have to break.
I don't know if they could. Well, I guess they could do it.
They'd
dig
have
out
to break
bone. I mean, you could.
Because you got the ankle replacement that you got it's basically like a joint.
I mean, it's a piece as big as this.
Yeah.
That goes in and allows you to have that mobility, which
and it's like floating around on it. But
Yeah.
see, like they fused those two bones of mine together, so I don't think that I'd ever be able to do that.
I mean, I imagine you could, but man, I think that would be painful because they had to take out a whole bunch of bone on this. It was so bad, the arthritis. But yeah, it really goes on. This thing still can wear out.
Yeah.
That's for you. You're never gonna.
You just get a new one.
Well, that's the thing.
It's like a hip replacement. It's basically what you got, a hip replacement for your foot. That's literally what it is. Because those hips are like, like these metal joints.
Yeah, yeah.
That's basically what it is.
No, sure. The fuse, I would have been just frustrated not being able to have that mobility to play golf, to walk, to sing. I should have done it a year ago.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I know. You're stubborn. You're a man.
Yeah. Yeah. Pride is, I mean, it can mess you up.
Well, there's pride and there's also like, maybe it'll get better.
There was always that thought.
Maybe this is going to get better. And then all you have is bad days and worse days.
Yeah.
And that's what it always ends up being.
It just got, when I was in August, when I was moving Maggie into school and I couldn't walk that night because I was going up and down those steps, which felt fine. Even when we did the Boulevard Bolt, the first mile, I'm like, man, maybe I don't need to do this.
Yeah.
And then it takes me nearly an hour to do the last mile because you can just hear your ankle clicking.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth it. But
yeah, you pretty much you knew it was like when you're going on a diet or something and you just eat everything you can because you're like, tomorrow I'm going on a diet.
But right. It has. I think that's why I was able to kind of relax. Is I knew that I had made the choice to take another step to get better.
Well, it's good. I'm glad that you got it done. I'm glad that
I appreciate that.
Successful.
I'm sorry we don't have anything in common anymore.
That's okay.
Yeah, I understand if this may be my last podcast, but
no, it's okay. Well, it might be.
Okay.
We'll have to ask Joseph what his thoughts are on it. After today, I think he may never want to talk to either of us again.
I invited him to come.
He came in my office, like stomping in my office, and he says, "You and Riley are doing a podcast tonight? You didn't even invite me." I'm like, I asked Mike if you wanted to invite you, and he said, no, he hates you. But I didn't really say it. I said, he said, no.
Yeah. Oh, I walked upstairs and I saw him. He's like, "Guys, you didn't want me to be on." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "No time did I say that." And this morning I said, "Come on in."
Yeah.
But he didn't want to be here, so he hates us.
That's fine. So Joseph hates us and Daniel's a bitch. And so that's where we are. I mean,
that's our life.
That's the core group. Well, actually, I wouldn't really say that Daniel's part of the core group because he doesn't come as often as you and Joseph.
No, but when he comes, I mean, he gets deep. You guys get deep.
Yeah, he's
in your conversation.
I think he's. I don't think he has intentions of going deep, but he just starts saying. I don't ever press any of it.
No,
I'm not. I don't say, "Hey,
no,
we're going to talk."
That's how he is.
Yeah,
that's how he is.
He's a pretty deep fella.
He totally is.
I mean, it would be nice. Of course, I don't make New Year's resolutions because I think they're dumb. But my New Year's resolution that's dumb is I'm not going to ask the two sad dads to do a podcast because this is worse now than it was.
I know, and now that this whole setup in here, it's even nicer. We just really need to put it on the calendar and just do it.
Well, I told Joseph this the other day, and I texted you guys. I said, me and Nikki went to Gatlinburg for 2 days over Christmas break, after Christmas. And I was going to say, no, we can't go on those days because we have a two sad dads scheduled on the 29th.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? I'm not going to say anything about it, and they're not going to come over anyway, so let's go. And we did, and you guys you scheduled it too.
I know I did. I take ownership for that.
But what I was going to get to is I was going to, while we were all here together, I was going to say, all right, everybody on air, pull out your phones, and we're going to schedule one for every quarter of the year.
You, with your new invite, with all the logos and stuff, just send it out.
Yeah.
Just send it out.
Why? But then everyone will cancel anyway.
No. I mean, look at it. Last time we talked, it was talking about getting dark, and I mean, it's nice now. It's 5:00, and it's still some sea outside, and it's. I think it just needs to be done. It just needs to be done. And maybe it is one guy's remote. I don't know. Maybe there's a way to.
It's fine. Yeah, we can remote people in.
Yeah.
It's fine.
If you can't do it.
We can do that, but it's more fun when we're all here.
It is a lot more fun, and this is a lot more fun. And I was talking to Nick this morning when Joseph was in Brentwood, and you need to have him, Nick Sr., on.
I noticed that, actually, Joseph told me that after he complained about you, he was like, you need to have Nick Sr. on. I was like, well, funny enough, you say that. I just noticed that he subscribed to the YouTube channel.
Yeah. So we were talking about this morning.
He can come on. Anybody can come on.
Yeah. No, this is fun. We definitely need to do it because it's an enjoyable. Where would you put the four of us here, though?
Well, I'm rethinking it now because I was going to scoot over and have another person here and a person there.
Yeah.
But because I needed that side for the cameras, but I'm going to rework it.
I love this. I love the light. I think the lighting's good.
I'm still working on it.
How do I look on camera? Pretty good.
You look pretty good. Looking sharp.
I'm trying to lose some weight now, too.
That's good.
Yeah. It's a new mic.
I was going to tell you, I had a couple things I wanted to tell you. Well, first of all, like I said, I went to Gatlinburg.
Yes.
And every time I've gone to Gatlinburg several times over the years with the family, and every time Nikki's like, let's do one of those old-timey photos. You know how there's one on every corner.
Yeah.
Every corner out there.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a weed shop in California. There's an old-timey store on every corner in Gatlinburg. And so before she could even say anything, I said, you know what? I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off of this, and I'm just going to do this stupid old-timey photo. And I did it.
Nice.
And so I had a cowboy hat on, And Nikki's
You
like,
have a picture?
I do. I should have brought it down here. She's like, I like that cowboy hat. I was like, had a few beverages. And
Yeah.
I was like, go get a cowboy hat. And I decided I wasn't going to get a cowboy hat.
What'd you get?
I was going to get because I'm not hardcore enough to have a cowboy hat. So I got like the step down from it. I got like an Indiana Jones type hat.
Nice.
I'm going to show it to you because I brought it down here.
I think that seems fitting for you. I like this.
Well, the reason I'm bringing it up is because I thought to myself, you know what? Maybe in 2026, that's just who I am.
That could very well be.
Maybe this is
your
just
new identity.
Maybe this is just who I am. Maybe it's who I've always been.
Wow,
I don't know.
Very
you want to
true.
see it?
I
I'm gonna
would
put it
love
on.
to see it.
All right, I'm gonna put it on for you.
I would love to see it.
You're gonna have to let me know what you think. You ready?
Let me see it.
Close your eyes.
Eyes are closed.
All right. All right, open them. This is.
It's like it's a natural.
Maybe. Maybe this is the new.
I like that better than that hat.
You like that?
Yes.
But the problem is, I can't put my headphones on with this.
Well, you gotta get the wireless ones.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
I am not joking.
But what if I?
It looks really good on
This
you.
is just like who I am now.
Yeah.
So here, you try it.
Mess up my good hair.
Here, take your headphones off. You can't put it on with it on there.
Maybe I need my wireless.
Yeah, maybe we need some in-ear headphones. I don't know, Mike. That looks pretty good.
Does it look good?
Too. Yeah, look.
I look like Freddy Krueger. You look natural.
I don't know about that.
That's a good hat because it's soft.
I know.
Ooh, that's a good hat.
Well, this is from a cowboy store in Gatlinburg.
Man.
Which is funny because we live in Nashville, and it's
Yeah.
like there's a hat
No,
place
because
on every
it's
corner.
not as fun. It's fun to do that stuff and get that stuff when you're on vacation.
So Nikki's like, yeah, you need to do that. And I'm like, she said something to me while we were at the store, at that cowboy store that stuck with me. And I was like, that's just not who I am. And she says, you're whoever you want to be. Wow. And I was like, wow.
Wow.
I mean, that was pretty, very, very simple.
Yes. I've said she's probably the smartest person I've met.
Oh, she's a hell of a lot smarter than me.
Holy cow.
I question what she sticks around here for.
It's for Jack.
But that might be that's just who I am.
Would you, and I'm being dead serious, that looked really good on you.
Okay.
Would you wear that to work? In the morning.
It would be amazing if I did wear it to work, and it's just like, but the problem is when you make a change like that, it's like if you get a big tattoo on your face or something.
Right.
You can't just walk in and act nonchalant like, hey, this is just normal.
Yeah.
And so like if you have a hat like that, if you're committing to that in some kind of style, if you're committing to some kind of style, you're going to have to like present it somehow. You got to like kind of play it out. You can't just, I couldn't just walk into work and I'm just like, oh yeah, there's Tim in his hat.
Well, ease into it. Take it to the mall, walk around the mall, walk around Walmart.
Yeah.
And then slowly, you just walk through the door, and when you get in the door, you take it off.
I went to the store the other day. May have had a few beverages when I did it.
Okay.
Because you got to relax a little
bit.
To be a little bit more.
First couple wears, yes.
So I went to the store, and the guy was like, that's a really nice hat.
I know.
I told Nikki, I was like, all these people are messing with me. She's like, no, it looks good.
It looks really good on you.
All right.
I think you just motivated me to really commit to get my tattoo.
You should get it.
What you just said right there.
Nikki mentioned it like 3 times when we were in Gatlinburg. She was like, we need to get Mike this bear thing, or we need to get Mike this thing.
No, I'm putting it out there right now. I'm committed to do it within the next month.
And no, you're not.
100%.
In 2020, I was going to say in 2026 would be pretty good.
If I don't do it now, and this is going to kickstart my year.
You're going to get a tattoo.
I'm going to get my bear tattoo.
Well, I got to be honest, Mike.
The hat has motivated me. Well, Nikki's comment has motivated me.
You are who you want to be.
Exactly. Maybe I'm a tattoo guy. Maybe I end up getting a bunch of tattoos.
Maybe.
Wow.
I get new tattoos all the time and nobody notices because like it's just people are they already know that
Just
I have
like
tattoos.
that, you're a hat guy now.
So it's like I can walk in with a brand new tattoo, nobody'd say anything. But if I walk in with that hat, there's going to be some
100%.
It's like it'll be a showstopper.
It really would.
People are going to make fun of me for it.
No. Now, if you walked in with the bow staff, A little over the top.
Every time you come over here, because Mike gave me this bow staff years ago, and then he always complains and says I threw it away. I'm going to show it to you. It's right out here.
I whittled the heck out of that thing
Before you leave. The dog may have eaten half of it.
That's okay.
But you'll see that it's still.
Maybe I'll take it and stain it for you.
Well, I appreciate that.
I do like the hat, and I think you should get engaged with wearing it a little bit more and break it out.
Yeah,
it's the new you.
And then, it'll get dirty and get shit all over it, and then it'll be, have some character. And
exactly right.
Look at Tim and his hat.
Hey, there's Tim traversing the Grand Canyon with his hat.
That's right. I will be traversing the Grand Canyon with
Look
that.
at this. I love that. So what did Nikki get? She get anything?
From Gatlinburg?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I will tell you this. Have you ever been on those skylift things out there?
No.
And I don't go up high anymore.
Sure.
And even before my accident, I don't go up high.
Sure.
And I was like, you know what? We're going on this skylift.
Good for you guys.
After I bought the hat, took it back to the hotel.
Yeah.
And I said, we're going on that skylift. We walked down there, pay $100 because it's expensive.
Yeah. It's half the reason I don't do it.
And what's funny is when we went, it was like 72 degrees out.
Yeah.
The first day, the second day, it was 20 degrees.
Dropped. Yeah.
It was really
that
weird.
Was brutal.
So we go up there, and we, those ski. You've never done them before at all?
I've never done. I've seen them, but I've never done them.
Well, it comes around, and it's a conveyor belt, so it doesn't stop. So they're like, all right, come on, you get there, and then it comes and it scoops you up.
Right.
And it's like, there's no time to be like, no, I don't want to do this.
Right,
It's like, no, your ass is gone. So you get in and you pull the thing down, and I'm just like, and you're like looking at the mountain.
Yeah.
And you're like high up, and you're sitting there like you're looking at it. You're like, okay, I don't ever see in the news of these things like breaking, or am I too fat to be on this? And then as I see people come down, I'm like, all right, well, there's 3 normal sized people there, and then there's a fat Tim and a skinny Nikki sitting here. So I'm
You're
like,
good.
I'm good. So we're good there. And so the whole time you're just thinking, it's like, I'm going to be that exception where the damn thing breaks. And so you're going up, and Nikki's like freaking out. She's like, just don't look behind you. And I like look behind me. I'm like, oh, shit.
Because you can see the whole downtown, right? When you're up there?
Well, whenever you're on the thing, it's high up. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
But it's going up the mountain, so the ground is still like the same distance as you're going up.
Okay.
What is scary is when you turn around and then you see all of the city back down there. So you get up to the top, and it's beautiful up there.
Sure. What time of day did you go?
We went at night.
Awesome.
And it was cool to see everything at night. But see, earlier that day I booked, have you ever heard of the Anakista or whatever it is a different sky lift. It's like a whole theme park almost up on the hill.
Yes.
Well, I got tickets to that for the next day.
Okay.
So we went on the sky lift, the first one, because there's 2 of them down there. We went on that one, did that. Well, to finish that part of the story, it was crazy because the wind is blowing.
It was windy.
It's getting crazy. And it's like, I told Nikki, I was like, is it windy like this just because we're on a mountain, or is there like a nadir coming? It was enough to where they were like, hey, everybody needs to go down. So there's a line like 2.5 miles long to go down because they're trying to get everybody out. And I was like, I told you this is gonna happen to us.
That's stressful.
And I was very worried, but we got on that thing and it's like flopping back and forth, and I'm just like,
but you're pretty secured in there, like a
no, you're not secured in there. Really? Hell no. There's like a flimsy ass bar in front.
Not like the roller coasters where it comes in, you can't really move it.
If it falls, you're dead.
Shoot.
If it falls, you're dead for sure.
God. Did you have your hat on? You had your hat on. So
no, I didn't have my hat on.
See, that's the issue.
Maybe I would have been more brave if I had the hat
100%
on.
it would have been.
Well, we get down and we're like, oh, that sucks, but we got to do it again tomorrow. So we get up early because it's like the worst week to go to Gatlinburg. And we've done this several times, and we're like, we're never doing that again. And then we do it because we're off.
Yeah.
It's like the week between Christmas and New Year's. Just listeners, so you know, don't go to Gatlinburg in that time. That's like the worst time to go because everybody's
there.
In the United States is there.
Yeah, it's pretty.
But I will say that with as big of a crowd of people as there was like no weed smell. Every time I go to New York, all you smell is weed. You go downtown Nashville, all you smell is weed.
Sure.
I don't think I smelled weed once.
No.
In that crowded.
They're not selling it over there, right? No.
Well, there was a few weed shops there. But I don't know.
Like CBD though. Well, I guess it's. I mean,
They they could burn the
it's true.
weed plant.
Yeah. The flower.
So anyway, we get up early the next morning to go to this Anakista thing.
Yeah.
And the temperature drops. So it's like 45 or 40 or 45 degrees.
Yeah.
We get on that sky lift. This one was scarier because it's older and it's like all creaky and it's cold. And so I wear these shoes that are like, got plenty of airflow through them.
Yeah.
They're real thin. And we're going up and I'm freezing to death.
You didn't pack for
No.
cold.
We didn't
Okay.
at all because it was 70 degrees.
Okay.
We get up to the top after being scared to death. We get up to the top and you have to jump off quickly because the things are continually. So you have to not jump like
Yeah.
You just get off real quick and scurry out of the way because the bench is still moving. And so like my feet froze and it was like, I didn't feel it at the time, but when I jumped off, I almost fell on the ground.
Oh my God.
It felt like pins and needles. As soon as my
God.
feet hit the ground.
That's scary.
I should have worn some kind of like.
Well, I mean, you don't know. Did you know you had to jump off?
Well, you just like you're sitting there, and then it's like when you get to the mark on there, you have to, kind of just slightly jump off and scurry out of the way because the bench is still going to go around.
Sure.
And so you just got to do it quickly. And you know how it is. There's no quickly with you when your feet are messed up.
No, especially if they're cold. You got to get warmed up. That's
and it was cold.
Yeah.
And so the first gift shop that was there, everybody was in there. And right as soon as you walk in, winter hats and gloves. I looked at the lady at the counter. I was like, well played. Well played.
So when you get to the top, is there restaurants up there or just shops or just sightseeing?
There's shops. That one was cool because there's actual like roller coaster type things that are up there that you can do. We didn't do any of that, but it's like you can do that kind of stuff. It's really pretty up there. I'd like to see it in the summertime.
Yeah. Is that where the fire was?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's some parts of it, but they're expanding it. I mean, you look off into the mountains. It's beautiful.
It is very beautiful.
Smoky Mountains are beautiful for the people that I notice that are listening from other states and other countries.
It's underrated. It's underrated. I mean, that's half the thing we don't take advantage of is I'm glad you went. But I mean, what's 4 hours and you're there?
Yeah, it's pretty, and you get to go to Buc-ee's twice.
Buc-ee, the largest Buc-ee's.
Is the Gatlinburg one the largest?
Supposedly outside of maybe one in Texas.
That one that Buc-ee's out there is like an airport.
Yeah,
because as soon as you come around the corner, it's just like airport.
Yeah,
Airport Buc-ee's.
I think Dolly wants to build one that's even bigger than that.
It's funny because we were talking. I was like, you know what? Who was sitting around? I picture it's like the Buc-ee's. Beaver or whatever it is, he's like sitting around a table with some executives. He's like, I'm going to change the way that we do gas stations.
Sure.
You know what? A gas station doesn't have to be, just a shithole.
Yeah, like right up here.
Yeah, where you get like a shady shell we got here in Fairview. It's like it can be more than that.
Yeah.
And it's like you go in, and I've been there so many times now, and it's still like sensory overload.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love everything about it.
But the thing is there's so much cool stuff there that you can't get like on Amazon or like at a store, like a normal Walmart or something. There's just like all these little doodads and things.
Yeah, right.
And
it's nice stuff too. I mean, I've not been to last time I passed that one in Gatlinburg was still being built. So I haven't been to that one, but I do love Buc-ee's. They're opening one in Murfreesboro.
When are they opening that one?
Not soon enough, because I'll tell you, that chicken sandwich that they have, I don't know if you've ever had it.
I haven't. The thing that sucks is like every time I go through there, it's usually in the morning. And so they're cooking all the breakfast stuff. And even in the breakfast stuff, the only thing, I'm not real big on breakfast, but the only thing that they have in the breakfast hours is they still have a brisket sandwich.
Oh, do they really? Is that?
Yeah, it's Daniel trying to call. The only thing that they have is a brisket sandwich, so I get that.
Yeah,
and it's delicious. It's very good. Have you ever had the brisket sandwich?
I've not had the brisket there because I'm just so hooked on the morning breakfast burrito is really good.
Yeah,
the Monster.
That's what
Nikki
burrito gets. So she gets a
massive.
Burrito. Yeah,
and then the chicken sandwich. I'll tell you what, I would when that Buc-ee's opens in Murfreesboro, I'm gonna drive down there and get the chicken sandwich.
It's like they got somebody. And the bathrooms are clean. You know, I've never had to go number 2 at a Buc-ee's before, but I wouldn't mind it.
No, it's a dream.
I wouldn't I wouldn't mind it if I needed to.
It's a dream. I mean, you get a nice door that's, you know, you don't have to worry about people looking through.
Maybe the little Buc-ee's beaver thing when he's sitting around with the executives, he was like, you know what? When you pass on the interstate a gas station billboard and it says we have the cleanest restrooms,
Sure.
that tells you something.
No, absolutely. Think about it for your kids. I mean, your kids are driving you want them to stop in something like that where you know they're going to be safe.
Yeah.
Outside of these crummy things you see, you know, and Maggie going back to school. I mean, I knew there's a Buc-ee's up there outside of Bowling Green. She's transferred to University of Kentucky, so I know there's a Buc-ee's there that if she has to stop.
Yeah,
she can go there, and then there's a really nice travel center out, you know, outside of E-Town, Elizabethtown. But it makes a big deal.
What grade is she in? Is she freshman?
No, a sophomore, second semester sophomore.
Because our neighbor over here, he's Jack's age, and goes to University of Kentucky.
Oh, is that right?
Maybe they might know each other.
Interesting.
But anyway, yeah, the Buc-ee's was cool, man.
Yeah, and I love it.
But yes, it's a nice trip of an easy trip.
Yeah.
To drive from here to Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
I need to do it in the summer. I hadn't been in the summer in years since.
Well,
I was
that
a
could
young
be.
kid.
I mean, you're doing this trip this summer. You're going to have to. I don't know if you're going to hike and do this stuff. You're going to have to get yourself.
That's what I told Nikki. I said I got to walk.
Well, you're gonna doing those little kind of elevations. Now I know I've only seen the Grand Canyon from afar, but videos of it. I mean, the trails are pretty decent.
Yeah, she got us a train ride around the southern rim, and so that'll be cool. But
awesome.
But what I told her, because I think I did, and this is a lot for me. Other people listening might be like, "Yeah, you rookie." I did like 18,000 steps a day.
Pretty damn good
at Gatlinburg, and it was a lot.
Yeah,
it was a lot for me, and I was like, I need to build up my tolerance.
Well,
for this
I'll send you a link of something that I just got. Could be beneficial for you. Two things: a brace that you can put in your freezer and put around your ankles just to kind of help with swelling.
Oh, that's nice.
And then I just bought this little, it's called Revo. It is a cupping.
Yeah.
Tool. You could put them on the bottom of your feet.
Huh.
For plantar fascia. I'll send you the link for it.
Yeah, you should.
But I've been putting it on my shoulder and it's really nice. But that'd be nice because they're both travel size.
Listen, we're gonna have to get that shoulder fixed. Hadn't you already had it fixed like 3 times?
This shoulder, left shoulder. This one, it's getting a little bit better. It's better today than it was.
Look, you got your ankle done. Now you need to get your shoulder done.
You're doing your big trip. I got a big golf trip this summer. That's part of the reason I wanted to have the surgery I had.
When's your golf trip?
In July.
When in July? Like end of it?
I think it's the middle.
We might be gone around the same time.
Probably. Gosh, the place will burn down when we're not there.
I know. Maybe we could text each other and be like, "Hey, from the Grand Canyon."
Hey. Yeah, I'm going to be up in Oregon.
You know, like if you go to Walmart or something, or you go to you go over to Publix or something and you see like your next door neighbor at Publix and you're like, "Hey," and you just act all stupid like you've never seen him before.
Yeah. No, I just did that. I just did that on Sunday morning. That's funny to say that. Yeah, no, that'd be good. We could FaceTime for there. Well, I'll tell you, you're going to love. So I've only been, when I was driving out to California, I made some pit stops on the way out there and caught the Grand Canyon at sunset.
Wasn't nice.
Which is unbelievable.
Awesome.
You can't describe it.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
That's a great trip to take. Where are you flying into?
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
We don't. She has the whole she had the whole package of like the hotel stay, the hotel, the train ride, like a whole agenda for the few days that we're there. But like we still got to get the flights and all that.
Well, I mean, maybe maybe it's go up through Sedona or Vegas is probably the most economical way to do it, which is probably the smart thing to do if you save a little bit of money. But man, I'll tell you, if you have some time just to take it all in, not to feel rushed. That was the big thing. When I was driving out there, it was 1999 and it was just me and my Volkswagen Jetta with my bike on the back, and I should have stopped more to see some things out there.
Yeah,
but I didn't because I knew I wanted to get out to San Diego, but I regret that now.
The problem is, like, as I get older, I get a little bit better about this, but like trying to do, like, you can't go to the Grand Canyon and expect to see all of the Grand Canyon in 4 or 5 days.
No.
And so, like, before I was just like, okay, we're going to this part of Florida and we got to do every single thing that's there. It's just not realistic.
No.
You can't enjoy any one thing.
No. You know what? That sounds like a man who has a new hat.
It is. It is a man that's got it. You know what?
What do you call? Do you have a name for that hat?
I should come up with a name. You know what's really nice about that hat is that hat would be good at the Grand Canyon.
100% will.
I don't think that anybody would look at me and say, you know what? What's that guy? What's that fat guy wearing that hat for?
It's like wearing a red shirt to Target. People are going to come up to you and be like, is this the right place to be?
All right, I got something else for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
You're always telling me we need to have some sort of segment on the pod.
Well, I'm excited. Okay, let me see where we're going here, and then I'll jump in.
Okay, well, what I decided the other night, I have my best ideas when I've had a few beverages.
I appreciate that.
And so I got this thing that we can do every episode.
Okay.
It doesn't just have to be with you. We can do it. I'll do it when Joseph's here or when we're all together. But I got two things here.
Okay.
I'm going to let you look at it. It's called Deeper Talk.
I love it.
These, Mike Riley, are icebreaker conversation starters. So, for example, I figure what we do is we pull a card.
Yeah.
Maybe I can do one. Maybe you can do one.
Okay.
All right. You're
Glad
ready?
I brought my glasses.
All right. You ready for this?
Yeah.
This one is in the identity section.
Okay.
What seemingly insignificant thing contributes greatly to your happiness, Mike?
Oh my gosh. Seemingly.
Here, let me read this to you again.
Read it again.
What seemingly insignificant thing contributes greatly to your happiness?
I don't even know how to answer that.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That might be a little too deep for this.
That may be seriously deep.
Which I was concerned about that, so I bought a backup.
I may be shallow.
I'll let you answer. Go ahead. It's okay. There's no wrong answers here.
I don't know, man. I'll tell you. I guess it's seeing people I care about. I mean, it's not insignificant, but just seeing my friends and people I care about in the mornings. And
I mean, that's not.
that's pretty deep, though. I mean, I don't know, insignificant.
Well, it feels insignificant because it's just your normal routine.
Yeah,
but it is very important.
It's very important.
That's good, Mike.
I don't know. I think I take life too seriously.
I think you do to some degree. I also got this. This is actually a game, but I saw some of the sample things that were on the card, and I was like, yeah, we can use this.
Oh, my gosh.
This one is not safe for work. So luckily we're not at work. All right. So I pulled this out of the package. We're not like playing the game, but we read the card and we can talk about it.
I love it.
So you're on a 15-hour flight.
Jeez.
Which would you rather have? Crying babies, 1,000 snakes, members of Al-Qaeda, a singing religious group, or Jeffrey Dahmer?
Wow. Follow up. What type of religious group are we talking about?
I got a better one because I used to experience this all the time.
Okay.
Say that it's like a youth group going on a mission trip that are all wearing the same shirts and they're just loud and obnoxious.
15 hours.
15-hour flight. You're going to China, man.
I probably would pick that group because partly I would think I would probably end up having some cocktails myself.
Yeah.
And could see myself getting engaged and having a big old party.
Yeah.
In the air. I would never want snakes.
Yeah, crying babies, that happens all the time.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not real fun.
I don't think that'd go over very well. I think the religious group just singing, I could see myself getting engaged. I mean, especially if it's some of these trendy songs I hear on the radio.
This is a good one. This one's labeled circle jerk.
Oh gosh.
I guess it's saying which is more of a circle jerk, the Oscars, presidential inauguration, Reddit, Nicole Kidman AMC theater ad, which that and
bad.
Bros. Yeah,
I pay attention at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. No, it would probably be the Nicole Kidman for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So that's what we got here, Mike.
I like this.
See, we can just.
I was hoping to hear, and I'm going to steal one of these.
That's fine. Take what you want.
I thought we were going to get engaged on the presidential conversations, but
The president? What are you talking about?
talking about the history of the presidents.
Oh yeah, we're still doing that.
You're still going through that? Okay.
Well, I was gonna ask you because I want to do this.
Yeah.
Nikki and I went to the Hermitage a couple times late last year. We went and saw some Christmas lights and stuff there, and then we went that first time. But they have an area in the back that you can rent. What if we did a pod there? It'd be 4 of us. We'll make an event out of it and rent that space. We'll go tour the Hermitage, and then we'll talk about it.
That's a great idea.
But I will tell you this.
It's a good way to kick off the segments.
I think so. But when we went to the Hermitage it was at night, and it's the only time that they allowed people to take pictures of inside the Hermitage. So I told Nikki when we were there, I was like, let's get pictures of all the rooms. That way we can show them on the podcast.
That's a great idea.
Because like you can't see them normally.
They only let you take them at night?
Like for some reason, because we were there for a special Christmas event, they let us take pictures inside, but you're normally not allowed to take pictures inside. I don't know exactly why that was.
Yeah.
But we got pictures of all the rooms in there.
That's pretty darn cool. That'd be great. I'd be in for that.
Maybe do that in the spring. We were actually going to go to Mount Vernon.
Oh, wow.
And to do the George Washington episode. Me and Nikki were going to go instead of go to Gatlinburg. And then I kind of decided at the last minute, I was like, well, I think I would be happier if I went in the spring when everything was like more beautiful out there.
Yeah.
Because I've never been there, and we're going to
That's a trip too.
Washington D.C. and do all that.
Spring would be very nice there, because you could go do the D.C. stuff and see the blooms of the cherry blossoms. That's a good idea. I would put in to rent the space at the Hermitage to do a kickoff.
Yeah, we could. You know what? We could do it multiple times and just record a few episodes.
That's fine. Since we're not buying a plane, I guess we have some extra money sitting around.
The only plane that we're having is that one you gave me that's over there on that SpaghettiO.
That's a memory. That's a memory. I wasn't paying attention when I drove by there, but I didn't know if I didn't see it. But
it's probably still there.
I think I was blinded by the sun coming down 96 there. But Highway 100.
We're still gonna do the presidents.
That's a great idea. I love these two things. I love this. I wish I could have answered my question better.
Well, here, I'll give you another one then. Oh God,
I know.
These might be a little too deep.
Is that? I think it's the one I just read.
The deathbed one.
Yeah.
Here, let me pull one from the middle here. This is a different one. This is courage.
Gosh,
what do you worry you'll never get over?
Oh my God.
I think these might be too deep for us.
Those may be deep.
For the Fairview Social.
I think I've said it to you. Not pulling the trigger on buying a piece of property in Cincinnati when I was little, when I was younger.
Yeah.
And then knowing what it sold for 5 years later.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, because it would have been really nice.
I was talking to Nikki about my grandfather, R.I.P. Gene. He, years ago, probably about 15 years ago, he was living in this house in Kingston Springs.
Yeah.
Beautiful house. Back there, you couldn't see the neighbors. It was pretty close to the interstate. He had about an acre or so of land.
Yeah.
And it was like a cabin. And it was huge and open. Real nice. And my dad and my grandfather was moving out of there because he was moving back to Bellevue. And they asked me if we wanted the place. And I remember asking my dad, I'm like, you mean just like giving it to me?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah. And I told him no, because I didn't want my kids to have to leave the Fairview school system.
No way.
And now I told Nikki the other day, I was like, you remember when we passed up that house?
Yeah.
Look at that. She's like, yeah, it sucks. We should have done that. It was a beautiful house too.
Man.
So
You probably could have got some where they could have stayed at Fairview.
we could. There was a thing, but it was like paying a tuition of like $2,000 a month. I was like, well, that's put my kid in private school before I do that.
I mean, that's the thing. How old were you guys?
We were probably, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 years into the marriage.
Okay.
Kids were all still young.
Okay. I mean, I was younger than that. I mean, was right out of college, early, maybe 99, 2000.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
Yeah, I know.
You don't know the bigger picture.
I know. That's kind of been our conversation lately is like I watch TV of like, you watch the news and you see actually the conversation started because Nikki's still delivering pizzas every now and then for her cousin at Jets. And she's like, I deliver to these massive houses. And I'm like, what do these people do?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what they do, but we need to, what's really been bothering me lately is like, there's tons of money in the world. There's tons of money in the United States. And it sounds so cliche, but it's so true and I tell my kids this all the time, you can do whatever you want. If you want to make money, if I wanted to make money on this podcast, which would be nice.
Sure.
If I quit my job and all I did was this all the time and I push and I push and I push and I push, it might not happen tomorrow. It might not happen 5 years from now.
Right.
It will happen. If anybody that puts their mind to whatever they want to do, it can happen.
So true.
But we all get locked up in this, like, we got to do this thing immediately to pay our bills. And that's where Hayden's at right now in New York is like, he can't follow his dream because he's busy. You got to pay to live.
Yeah.
And so I was telling her, like, we need to figure out some kind of side income to where we can have money like that, because you see these idiots on YouTube and all these social media influencer and all them, and they're not doing shit and they're making tons of money.
It's a smart thing to be thinking of.
Well, I feel like we think about it all the time and then we never do anything about it.
Right. Because, there's also the fear of making that change. Right. But you make a great point. I mean, you have your bills that you want to take care of. You've got some stuff you want to be doing, and I've been thinking about this here too, lately. I mean, how do I not feel like I have to work for the rest of my life?
Yeah, I know. We need to start thinking about it now. It's like the smart thing to do for us, like what we've always been grown up and been told is, hey, you need to set aside for retirement and all that kind of stuff, which, I didn't do it for years, just in the past 5 years or whatever, I've been doing that.
Sure.
And, it's fine. And I should have started it sooner, but we need to think higher than that.
I know.
We need to think higher than like, oh, I'm going to set aside this much money and my company's going to match this. And this is where I'm going to be when I'm 65. It's like, no, I want to make a bunch of money. It's not so I can even go out and buy a bunch of frivolous shit. It's like just to have money to go and do all the things that we want to do.
Right. Well, you have to ask a couple questions. Is it real? Or are these people just living off of credit cards?
Well, a lot of it probably is.
Or over they'll never be able to get out of their mortgage because it's more than what they...
Well, they're living beyond their means.
Right.
And I think that if something... I'm not even talking about fame. I'm talking about building wealth.
Yeah.
Regardless of how we do it. But a lot of those people, especially these young kids that are on social media, probably blasting through all that money.
Absolutely.
Because they have no understanding of like what we're talking about right now, where you're just doing the grind, going to work every day, making the money to pay the bills, putting a little bit aside for a vacation or putting aside for your retirement or putting aside for savings or whatever. But it's just like, I want something that is... I want to come up with an idea. It's like Shark Tank's a good example. Mm-hmm. Every time you watch an episode of that, you're like, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that? Why did I think of that? Because if you have a good idea, somebody will pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
The problem that you run into is somebody's going to try to screw you because everybody's trying to make money.
You do, but you need the time to do it. I mean, you're at work by 6:30 at the latest. You come home. You want to relax a little bit. When do you have the time to do it?
I know. That's what I'm saying. I think that if I wear that hat around town, that could generate some money.
Maybe you're thinking cap. Maybe you're thinking cap. You're right, though. We've gotten into the discussion with the kids that, so-and-so is going here and there. And yes, we would love to wake up one morning and be our time to, come into a lot of money or, finally get what's maybe due for you. You work hard and shit, next thing you know, you're not around anymore. But
the thing is, though, is I work hard at work, but like, I'm not working hard on the things for myself.
Right.
I'm working hard for someone else.
That may be the what we need, the mantra we have to have going into 2026. It's the ankle. It's, finally doing stuff for yourself to help the family,
Yeah.
right? I mean, this getting my ankle fixed means that, maybe we can take some more trips, not just miserable walking around, that's a thing for next year. We decided instead of presents, we're going to go on a little trip between,
Yeah.
We have that time off because it's you want to spend time with your family. We're not, you can have those tangible things, right? But they can go away in a second too. It's the intangible things that, that your kids never wanted for anything.
Yeah.
You've worked hard to provide them for that. You've got a nice, house roof over your head, and this set up, you're able to kind of, find a little hobby that you can build off of. We're not poor. Yes, we don't have massive houses and stuff, but at the end of the day, you can't take it with you.
The thing about all of this is I by no means want to sound like I'm ungrateful for what I have, because we have a ton.
Sure.
And we have a huge blessing on our life that we are able to live the way that we do, which is not outrageous. We're all living, and we probably live about the same as you guys. But, and this is a good thing.
Yeah.
It's not enough for me.
Sure.
Like,
and I was giving credit to you.
I was giving Nikki the example, or actually I was telling my kids this over the holidays, that I won't name the names of these people, but there's people that I used to manage that were just like, they just came into work and they did okay, not enough to get themselves fired, call out 2 or 3 days a week.
Sure.
But you can't really get rid of them because you need them there.
Yeah.
But they just want to make X amount of money, and then I'm happy.
Sure.
There's a bunch of people like that. But like me, I want to make not even money. I want more.
Yeah.
I want to do, that's what got us what we have here.
Sure.
Along with Nikki and all of her things too. It was definitely a group effort, but like, I want to take it up a notch.
Sure. And you've seen the grind of, living. We've all lived paycheck to paycheck, probably still do, but, you're right. But that's what makes you and your character different. A good leader, good at what you do, is because you're not just settling.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to settle.
Right.
I think it's good for our health to strive to want to do more than what we're already doing, which I do want to do, but I also want to, maybe have some sort of business that can be a family business that lives on, legacy lives on.
Yeah.
I mean, as dumb as it sounds, like when we did this whole thing with my dad burying him in a different place, my thoughts behind that is like, it'll be interesting for the future family to do that kind of stuff.
Sure.
So it's the same type of situation here where it's like, I want to build something that's everlasting.
Yeah.
I'll be dead, and God forbid sooner than later, but at some point you want to have some sort of legacy that carries on.
Yeah.
And so that in mind, we got to keep the beans on the table. So we got to work our normal job. You see a lot of these influencers where they start making enough money to where they don't have to work their normal job and they can just do that thing. And there's a lot of people out there that are great, hardworking people that deserve it.
Sure.
And actually all of them deserve it if they came up with something that people like.
Yeah, you're hustling for it.
Yeah, if you're hustling to do it. But the thing is, I was just telling Joseph this yesterday. I said, I got to get out of this habit because I've gotten myself in this rut of like, I get home from work, and I come out here and I watch TV for a couple hours, have some beer, and then I go back up to the house and cook dinner or eat dinner.
Yeah.
And then I sit up there and I watch TV.
I mean, yes.
And I used to not do that. And so I told Joseph yesterday, I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing that. So I get home, I'm like, I'm tired. I come out here and I sit down, turn on the TV, I open a beer. And I texted Joseph. I'm like, you know what I'm doing right now? He's like, sitting watching TV, drinking a beer.
What if you put a little bike in here and you just pedaled for 30 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, doing that. But I'm just saying that, like, I need to get out of the habit of, like, I have this problem where I groove these things in my mind.
Sure.
I get these, whether they're good habits or bad habits.
Yeah.
It's like I can't do anything in the middle. Everything's like the pendulum's either over here or over here. This is just in the past, few years. I used to like get home from work. I'm doing things over here around the yard. Oh, I want to put a painting up over here. I'll put a painting up. I'll do, a little honey-do list that Nikki has. But now I'm just like, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
So the first step in all of this conversation that we're talking about is I got to quit sitting around and do something.
Yeah. And you can make an argument for it. You bust your butt all day. It's your decompression time.
It is, but the decompression time is getting in the way. That's what I'm saying. It's like working for someone else is getting in the way of
maybe
me working for myself.
Instead of watching TV, you're writing down some of these ideas.
Yeah.
What,
like wearing my hat around town?
Yeah, wear your hat around. Yeah, exactly. Wearing it to work. But I mean, it is writing this. And I've thought about this here too. I mean, just and I don't watch much TV. I like to listen to music. But I'm the same way. I come home and think about what we're going to make for dinner, but the chaos of, Jane's out till late, we're swimming, it's a little bit different. But maybe you come out here and even if you got the little thing that you're sitting on it's, a little harder to get a bike out here maybe to ride, but just a little thing to pedal while you're watching, or you're doing, you're writing some of these ideas down to maybe take a couple steps and build a little business plan and see where it could go. Or what would be an interesting idea to see or be able to do?
We need to.
You got a heck of a photographer in there.
Yeah, I know.
You could get a little you could do some shots and stuff out here, or go around and get into the farmer's market and, make a little bit of money that way too.
I'm just not creative, Mike. I can't make anything.
I think you're pretty darn creative. I think your wife's pretty creative too.
I thought about having like a food truck, but instead of it being a food truck, it's like a bar. Because I like beer, but it would be
something said to that.
It would be limited to like you would have it for events. It's not like a food truck that you could just pull up and start selling beer off the side of the road.
There is a need for that. Some of these association golf tournaments we do, that you could have it. It's in those little smaller like Isuzu trucks.
Yeah.
That have the sides that kind of flip up, and you could have a bar in that, and you just drive around the golf course and during these tournaments and sell your drinks there. I mean, or downtown at a show. Who knows? I mean, there's so many liquor licenses. I'm not the best person because I always go the other way. I'm like, well, you can't do this because you.
Well, I know. I'm like that too. I talk
it
myself
won't work
out
that
of
way.
It. But anyway, so 2026 needs to be the year of like figuring out how to build personal wealth.
Well, a great person to talk about this is Daniel.
Yeah, I know. He's always looking for.
He's always
like, I got to find a what does he call it? A mailbox.
Yeah.
A mailbox check.
Mailbox check. Exactly right. I think what you've started here, like I've said, is a great. You did it right. We talked about it. We did our crummy podcast, but you went and did it.
Yeah.
And it may be slow, and maybe that's part of it. Just like Nikki said, I mean, you're where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And as you learn something, as you kind of build up the studio here, it'll grow. It just takes one person to tell. I mean, look what happened this morning. We're talking about it. You get another subscriber.
Yeah, I'm actually meeting with somebody in a couple of weeks to produce their podcast. To they shoot their podcast here, and then I do like their social media stuff.
That's unbelievable.
Which if I could get a bunch of those, that would be cool.
Absolutely.
Put Hollywood Studios to work.
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, you get a little bank account with Hollywood Studios and
start writing all of this shit off.
100%. I mean, 100%. How'd you meet this individual?
I've known him for a long time. I'll tell you more about it offline.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's.
I mean, you got a lot of creative. It's the music, it's the photography. I mean, there's a lot of creative here that you could branch out to. But Daniel will be a great person to talk about that stuff because he's always thinking that.
I think he's mad at us because he's called me multiple times.
He has called a couple times here too.
And I've got 17 texts.
Yep.
All from him and Joseph, probably trying to bother us while we're potting.
FaceTime call miss.
That's what they're trying to do.
Well, I mean, they could come.
Yeah.
But
they could.
When you got the goat here.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I just need my alone time.
Here, let's call Daniel and ask him what he wanted. See what he's.
We're waiting for him.
Ask him if he's showing up.
He's another one that looked good in that hat.
Yeah.
Oh man, here we go. I love that this is connected.
He's probably pouting now.
Have to be nice to him. He had a tough day.
What do you mean he had a tough day? He had to go to the office.
we had to be annoyed.
I don't know. He'd see.
Oh, there it is.
He won't even say who it is because he's worried they'll get him. It's called Joseph. Let's see. Stupids.
That's fun. What do you call it? Oh, yeah. He'll pick up. He's telling me about his motorcycle he wants to buy.
He's got a fucking brand new one.
Ouch. Ouch.
A bunch of little bitches.
They're probably at like Prince's Hot Chicken eating chicken together.
They probably are. Actually, that's where we need to be.
I know it. This is fun. I'm looking forward to. I love the new little segments. I'm looking forward to the presidential talk.
We're gonna have a good time, Mike.
We're having a good time. Hey, let's make 2026 our year.
It will be.
And really go for it.
2026.
Yeah.
Be our year.
Send out some invitations for the Two Sad Dads.
I'll do it. All right.
I'm in.
Thank you for coming out.
It's an honor.
Good to see you.
Great to see you.
Goodbye.
Bye now. God, I was like.